Switch. We got Mugambala. Impress these long boys, chat. Everybody fighting for your lives. Impress these boys. Look at them. They're so cute, dude. They're so fucking cute. They're so goddamn tall, too. And also defy laws of physics. Yeah. Actually, how far can I go way into the city? I actually do wonder. Can I go way into the city and fly? I'm off chat. No, I'm not gonna do that. I would like to try that sometime, though. See how far I can go. Because I think that's a whole goddamn city put in there. We're gonna have Dishonored G on Team Horde. Katri leading the charge. Shaniac coming back in. Just 1-1. Skle as... Oh, I like that Mog, though. I'm digging it. And Soda Player playing some more Boomkin. On the Team Alliance, we got Atherman, Certified Rage playing some more Feral Droid. We got Lightspath playing more Retribution Paladin. Zakar and Frost, because I asked him. And Arthus with the Mog. Look at literal Arthus, man. You gotta give him Mog. You gotta give him the credit there. You gotta give him literal credit. Zakar is playing Frost because I asked him. I just want to see how well it works. I think they're still trying to figure out who's going first, who's going last. Looks like Zakar is gonna be up first. Looks like it's gonna be Zakar versus Soda Player. Soda, a Boomkin. It's gonna be a way for Zakar to at least test his cooldowns, test his playstyle versus a class. Spec that's not really that great for 1v1 duels. So for Zakar, it's going to be a nice way to ease him in, but also for Soda Player, because Frost Death Knights are not that amazing, to try to see if he could beat a Frost Death Knight, right? Like, going against the Red Pally, going against the Warrior, going against all those classes is a little bit rough for Soda, because Boomkins are just not that amazing. But for Zakar being the class that he is, like, it might not be the best situation. Zakar is going for AMS a little bit early, as Star Surges are cleaving through him. That is Incarnation. Zakari's gonna have to wait it out. That's gonna be Soda Player sniping out some easy damage on the side. Zakari did pop some of his cooldowns, but it's gonna be pretty short for his Pillar of Frost. Gonna get back in this slow coming down to Soda Player. Trying to get the big damage. Transfusion coming out a little bit early. Gonna get lots of healing out of this with damage. Zakari's healing through this while pumping damage, using whatever abilities he's got to get him all the resources. Managed to fall onto Soda Player a little bit early. Does get interrupted onto that cycle. Chases after Soda Player right now. Trying to see if he can get some damage in this slow coming down. Soda Player's gonna power shift out of it. Zakari's continuing to truck along with all his runic power. Continue to get the damage rolling. Big AoEs coming down back to back. And Soda Player's health is not looking that amazing. Cyclone is going to come out. No! Getting interrupted on the end. Soda Player's health is actually getting chunked out right now. Does so. Barks it if he needs to. Cyclone trying to come out. IBF for Zakar. He does get hit with a clone regardless. Actually, it wasn't even... It was Lichborn. It wasn't IBF. It was Lichborn. Actually, we can't even see Lichborn anymore, can we? No, we can't. It doesn't even show up because IBF kind of covers that cooldown. But it's going to be about a minute, though. Soda Player is continuing to truck along, trying to get the resources up and running. Malachafala gonna stop all of the healing that he can do. Barkskin is not available for Soda Player. Looks like it isn't. That's gonna be a trick. And Zakari does eliminate Soda. Who's gonna be up next? It's gonna be Skle. That's gonna be a little bit of an upkeep compared to the Druid that he just played against. Skle is going to go for a big evasion early. Get a shot coming on to Zakari. Maledict falls. Zakari's actually going to have to get out with an AMS. Doesn't prevent the Maledict, but still can prevent a lot of the damage Skle is putting into him. No Vendetta popped out quite yet. Zakari is going to go for big transfusion right now off the Rogue. Vendetta coming down right now. Zakari is continuing to truck the damage into Skle. Not a lot of damage happening, but more healing right now. Zakari needs to get his own big old reset going on. That's going to be Cloak of Shadows coming up. That's going to ignore a lot of Zakari's magical damage. Another kidney shot coming down. I think he's trying to get himself a death pact out of the way. No! No Lichborn available, and Skle does take him out. I do wonder if Zakari will try a couple more Frost games, just for the fun of it, man. Just for the fun of it. Skle doesn't have dots, actually. Cloaked a lot of them. The next up is going to be Lightspath up next. Does he pick up the eye? I think he did. Looks like he's looking for the Rogue. Skle's just going to have to find another angle on the Pally. It's going to land a sap. Right at Lightspath saw him. Did try to go for an ability. Did get disarmed. Kind of just sitting down here, looking down. Just AFK in for a bit. Skle is waiting for his cooldowns though. Doesn't want to gum at this Paladin without some big CDs. Forcing the Paladin to burn through the eyes right now. The Paladin's going to have to be very, very careful. Might have to go the longer way around the angles. Is going to go for longer. Shadow Step Sab. Skle doesn't even give him an opportunity to land an opener. Garrote is going to come out. Skle trying to get all the dots up and running. It's going to be full ruptured. Full kidney shot came out into Lightspath. Taking some dot damage, but Skle might survive the swings. Looks like almost died to the wings. That is so much absurd damage by Paladins. Holy... What was that? Light's Path just obliterated so much of his health. He literally survived by luck. I think Light's Path must have crit just about everything but one ability, giving Skle just enough health to get a vanish off. It was the old vanish, dude. If it was the old vanish, he would have been dead. Light's Path would have still been able to get another hit into him if it was the old vanish. But the new and improved vanish that Blizzard finally fixed, because apparently it was a bug the whole time. Garrote coming out, trying to get maybe a kidney shot to follow him. No, Clucker Shot is coming in a little bit early, trying to prevent any kind of hodge from Light's Path Malik to follow through that. But that's going to be a little bit of a damage from that shield popping back into the Skle, but he's still trucking along damage into Lights. Is going to go for a bit of an evasion right now. Vendetta is still available if he needs to. Shadow Step Kick is still available on Light's Path if necessary. Light's Path is going to go popping wings right now. Good Shadow Step Kick. Does land the kick. Could he end him right now? Light's Path in a bad situation. Still kick. Safety Chicken is going to cover him. Can Bop or Bubble if he needs to get a shot coming down. Bubble coming out. For Skle, this is really good, but no Vanish to come out of this. No defenses left to live through this. Does he have a concoction rolling? Needs to get one up and running. Light's Path is playing defensive. Blind coming out. It's going to get a trick out of Skle though. Off without a hodge. Skle still fighting along. Could he end Light's Path? Vendetta is available if he wants to use it. Should use Vendetta just to see if he can finish him off. Is popping off cooldowns right now. He's just throwing daggers at him. That's all he can do. Can he get a Shadow Step Kick or something? Does get advantage. Garrote on there. Get a shot coming out to Light's Path. Does he have enough? Is that going to be enough damage? Check out the Paladin. Does take him out with a sliver of health. That's all he needed. This is how rogues play, boys. This rogue played it out. Just dancing with death, man. Cheating death. He got to cheat death as a passive. Doesn't even have talent into it. What is this guy? Who is this man? God damn, played it perfectly, forcing cooldowns out of Light's Path, knowing that the Paladin is going to want to get greedy. Going to pop cooldowns just so he can maybe have a chance of squaring off at the rogue. Is letting the Paladin get nearby, trying to go for a sap if he can. Does land the sap, but the Shadow Step actually going to be adaptation for Atheman, forcing Skle to get in there. Gonna throw some daggers in there. Atheman is gonna cleanse them all. Judgment coming down onto Skle, but can't quite catch up. The rogue sprint is too strong. Gonna throw another dagger at him. Hand of Freedom is up for the Paladin. The catches up to the rogue. Cloak Shot is coming up a little bit earlier though. Skle just trying to live through all this damage. Kidney Shot coming down to Atheman with a Malik to follow. Getting a lot of damage in. Hodge coming down. Skle doesn't have a trigger for a little bit. That's going to be Atheman trying to see if he can blast some damage into him. Vanish almost available for Skle. Does have evasion rolling. Atheman still has a fair amount of cooldown. Shield Vanish coming down pretty early. 25% damage. Blind coming in. Does he want to bubble it? Bops it. Maybe a Judgment to fall against a slow. And that's another hammer. Cheat Death does get proc. Skle does roll Cheat Death actually. Judgment coming down. Vanish coming in. Skle actually does roll Cheat Death. That's the first time we saw it proc for him. Flashlights are coming out for Atheman to get a full recovery. If he just bobbed himself a little bit early, I think he would have had a chance. But he was trying to decide, do I want to bob? Do not want to bob? What does Rogue have? What doesn't he have? And if you guys are careful when you do these duels, you can pay attention to the cooldowns. On the video purpose, on the streams, we actually get to see your cooldowns. We get to see the CDs. Oh my god, that adaptation into the stone chicken coming out of Skle. Atheman's adaptation actually does let him play the game, but Skle is going to let him in a full kidney shot. Skle is out of options right now. Vendetta is all he's got. If he can live this by barely, no! Atheman takes him out and does dispel all the dots. The bleeds are on him, but not gonna die to them yet. That was Skle fighting back to back the Paladins and kill Light's Path just in the moment. So close every single time. So close. Actually, yeah, he did kill Light's Path. I was thinking he killed two guys, but actually that was it. Atheman does get a bubble right now. Ass's house gets low and Dishonored. Does get a stun off of the bubble. That was the shortest bubble of my life, I guess. Atheman's bailing out there, man. But the... Oh, he actually did get a slow on the Demon Hunter. I was gonna say, but can you really slow a Demon Hunter? But apparently you can. And Dishonored, I don't think he can catch up. This is Atheman on a mount and everything. You might as well mount up and chase after. That's exactly what he's doing. Is Atheman gonna go for a ring around the rosy? It's a chase, dude. It's a police chase right now. And Atheman is gonna go towards the pillar. It's gonna be a long ass pillar. Plenty of space for him to run around. Actually, just running away from the DA, just kiting him the whole time. Dishonored has to chase after him. Has to catch up. That's all he can really do. Try to see if he can cut him off on the other side. The police chase turns around. Now the criminal is chasing after the cop. What is going on? Dishonored is going to get in there. Going to get slowed up. Atheman building up for resources. So is Dishonored. Stun coming down. I-beam wombo combo. Does get a shot by Atheman. Intro blades. Dancing blades. Blade dance? Blade dance. Shield of Vengeance coming down for Atheman as a defensive. Dishonored not gonna have a blur for this one though, so that's gonna pop right in his face. Mana coming down, trying to see if he can finish off. No, running away from Atheman. I would get so offensive. Mally to follow with an eye beam from a distance, trying to etch out as much damage from afar. 41% dampening. Leech needs to keep him up and running. Atheman could Mally him down. No, it kills him right as the Mally was up in the air. Dishonored does get to take him out. Next up is going to be Certified Rage, trying to end it right now. Sun coming down, and Dishonored trying to get Wombo Combo back in there, back to back. Has Darkness if he needs to. He could drop Darkness right on top of Certified. Barely any health. Does drop Darkness. Drop Darkness now. It'll take some bleeds. But doesn't do it and goes down. Certified is going to have to verse Shaniac now. This isn't the best arena for this, man. For Sham, this is going to be harsh because Certified can always back the fuck up. Shaniac is trying to go for a little bit of an honor duel. Certified is not going to give him the opportunity. Shaniac, I think, will just have to get in there, man. Walling up right now. Still RP walking. Needs to disable it. Lightning Elastic catching up, wrangling up a Feral right now. Is going to wrangle him up. Certified still had a fair amount of heals just to get through this. Shaniac popping in his totem. Or his Greater Fire Elemental. But it's going to have to chase. Oh, Ellie, dude. This Fire Ellie, the one that's like not primal, is just kind of dumb. He's just staying near you. And he'll kind of attack things near you, but that's really about it. He doesn't really do things on his own. It's actually, that's what I don't like about NPCs, man. Like, when you have to rely on NPCs for damage, because he's doing a fair chunk of damage Certified. They're also giving Shaniac plenty amount of resources too. A stun trick coming out for Certified as he gets wrangled up in a Lightning Last. Stormkeeper coming down for Shaniac. Certified does a wall up and running right now. Shaniac, take the chicken proc, dude. He doesn't have a lot of health to work with right now. Trying to turn around to Certified. Does get him frozen in a moment. Certified is not willing to power shift out of this. Does catch a resell though with Incarn. Healing Surges are coming out for Sham. Certified Rage couldn't quite get a stun up and running. Shaniac is getting out Greater Earth Elemental. Can he get a big old Earth Shock in there? He's not out of the fight just yet. The Shaman is not out of the fight just yet. But Certified almost went down. Almost eliminated Shaniac. Gave him the opportunity to stay alive for a little bit. Lightning Last is going to stun him up. This is going to do a fair amount of damage. Shaniac has a big Earth Shock to follow. That's so much damage. Actually, every down to the last tick of that Lightning Lasso actually was enough to score the kill. And now Arthus, the savior of Lordaeron, and the guy that doomed it all, is up next. I love the Mog, dude. I can appreciate it. Squaring up versus Thrall, except Thrall is for some reason blue and has a big nose and very, very big teeth. All of a sudden. Vol'jin, hello, is that you? Arthus slaying down the trolls as the Alliance used to back in the day. As Hex tries to come out, Arthus does burn a trinket. That's just to see if he can score a kill. Next up is going to be Katri, last man standing on the Horde, versus Arthus without a trinket, without wings. Still has a fair amount of cooldowns. Well, Katri going to be able to live through this? Because that's a hefty amount of dampener right now. Katri is just waiting out the wings. Gonna get a charge into Arthus. Reflect coming in a little bit early in case he wants to see if he can snap out that Hodge back into Arthus. Won't have a trinket for a while. Katri goes for a Blaze Storm just in case Hodge was gonna come out during that. Did Arthus Hodge him? Does Arthus even have a Hodge? Stun coming into Arthus for a moment. As Shield of Vengeance is up and running, he is gonna go for a reheal, but Katri doesn't want to lose his health to a Shield of Vengeance right now. He just wants to wait it out a little bit. 61% dampening, not going to make that shield huge. Does get a reflective burn in case Arthus does Hodge himself. Arthus is waiting now. Does get a Hodge into Cat. Cat is going to get a chicken out. Arthus could go maybe for a bop or a bubble. Might just have to. His Katrika's health is still doing good compared to Arthus. Getting him in that execute range. Arthus is going to go for a flash of light. Is that a good idea? Is he going to go for recovery at 63%? Decided, you know what? I'm going to get offensive for a moment. Nope. Still in a bad situation. Does he have a Hodge? Doesn't look like he does. Katrika, I think, has him, man. I think Katri actually has him down to the count, man. No Hodge available, no Bop available for a while. Reflect for Katri to cover himself, but Arthus could get executed, and he does get slain by Cat at the very end. Yo, that Skle versus the Paladin, dude, that was nuts, man. The fact that the Paladin got so much damage, and Skle just outlived it. Just barely. Couldn't quite combo, and the Paladin with adaptation was what killed him, really. The Paladin with adaptation is what killed him.